I really enjoyed Problem Child, and I was really looking forward to watching Problem Child 2. And I can now confirm that while it's not as good as the first film, it's still a pretty decent experience. Problem Child 2 was released in 1991. It's directed by Brian Levant, written by Scott Alexander and Larry Kawasowski, and we have a cast including, of course, John Ritter and Michael Oliver. And this one focuses on Ben and Junior moving and starting the next chapter in their life. And of course, Junior has some pretty bad behaviour, and we also have some other children who are not necessarily behaving in a way that is very kind or helpful. Trixie is a brilliant character. She's played by Ivyann Schwan, and I apologise if I've mispronounced that. I thought she was really great. I really loved what she brought to this. I thought matching Junior's energy was a pretty fun concept. And in general, I think the narrative works really well. While I said it's not as good as the first film, and I do stand by that, I think they made enough differences that it feels like a worthy sequel, that it tells a slightly different story while still maintaining some of the quality of the first film, by which I mean the character writing and the style of comedy. So in general, while it's maybe not quite as good as the first film, I think the narrative is different enough that the sequel serves a purpose. I feel like we are moving forward with the characters' journeys, with their narratives, and then we have some new characters there to keep things a little more fresh and interesting. And in general, I liked it. I don't have any real complaints about it. It's an easy watch, it's silly fun, the characters are great, the performances are really good as well. And if you liked the first film, I'd say it's worth checking out. If you didn't like the first film, I'd say it's probably not worth watching. It's not too different, it still feels quite similar to the first film. So if you didn't care for the first one, I'd say it's probably not worth checking out. But if you did like the first film, then I'd say absolutely give it a go. Problem Child is good fun. We still have some great characters, a decent narrative. As I said, it feels like we are moving a step forward from the first film, so it does feel like a worthy sequel. And I will be watching the third film. I have no idea what it's about. I haven't looked ahead. I'm looking forward to finding out. And of course, for now, I'm pleased to say that Problem Child 2 is a decent sequel. Not quite as good as the first film, but still pretty good, with some great characters, really great progression with the characters, quite a nice comedy, and ultimately, it's a decent film. If it sounds like it would appeal to you, then I'm happy to recommend it.